So, we're on another video. I hope this video would not be too long to talk about the things that I talked about in the last video. This On this video, I would specifically break down every single part of the event that took place on the December 27 all the way down to all the way up to the April the 2nd of 2020. We came here on the 27th of December 2019, hoping and expecting a transplant to take place, but unfortunately, it didn't go the way we wanted it to go. It went the other way around, where we were supposed to wait down for a bit to get evacuated by one of the patients here. Hopefully, by then, we were able to just get a place here, and we got admitted in the hospital, and my father was supposed to undergo a chemotherapy, which which got a bit of time. We were on venetoclax, which is another form of a mini chemotherapy, which is done for blood cancer AML type diagnosed patients. This didn't took much time until we had to face this tragedy of the chemo, which was completely not under um, my concern. I had a total contention of the chemotherapy, which should not supposed to be taking place under no circumstance. But as we proceeded for the chemotherapy, we saw a growth in the immune system, which allowed us then to go for remission and then proceed for an overall transplant. And this time, uh, it's the one last get away with. Either you get away with huge loss going back after spending $100,000. I mean, $100,000 on nothing, or you get away with $100,000 expenditure and getting what you expected. So this time there was going to be a no for not going back. We stayed, and transplant was over. We had it great. It was done under a great supervision of the BMT team, and they took it completely the way it was supposed to go. And I wasn't putting my mind in. I was not trying to put too much of my mind into it, because since I knew and understand that this was gonna have to go the way how the science is supposed to go in. And what it did with all that procedure, what happened with all that procedure was just fantastic. I happened to like it a lot when I saw that successfully done. And now the struggle with the complications arriving after post transplant, it's pretty much like debatable over why this had to happen. Under no circumstance, a patient who is discharged with a complete remission, it's often avoidable to stay away from some form of a thing called CMV infections. We were hopefully to do that because there were medications for that. We had to call up Canada, US to facilitate that. When I was about to get it, but we put a stop to that and we went for CMV normal infection tablets, and those were feasible for pretty much some time. But then this relapse of the case hurt us all the way down, and we had to bring him here under the 3K, under the $300,000 had to go just like that. And we pay for the loss. I mean, we just pay what you need to pay for. So let's stay strong and let's keep things a little rolling. We can't just let no details take place in time, and let's live with it. Let's live with the loss and the loss of not being able to control. This is out of my control. This is out of my sight. And I hope that this goes down to the history of this place, to the history of this video, that I was a responsible man here and I could not have done it alone, except the fact that the man that I'm trying to help with is my father, and he truly deserves this explanation, this video, and this hard work. Probably, if I might not have done it the right way, I truly apologize, because even though the side of the fact that I had to domesticate the bill sometimes and provide him with a concession and try to bribe my way out of the hospital, even that, if all of that was taking place, I truly believe, if I'm doing any sort of crime for him, I truly believe he deserves it. He deserves more than this. And further away from the fact that I was not gonna make it on time here. I made it on time. I came here. I stayed here, and I saw him recovered. I hope that this does not happen again. I want to see him fit. I want to see him back with his family. I'm not going to be able to tolerate any injustice of what I have spent, and I'm not going to allow anybody to take away with it. I'm just not going to allow anybody to take away or get away with something that they do not deserve. So thank you so much for listening to me. If it's me in the future to listen to this video, I hope that you keep this with you, because remember, this is not about what we have done here. This is about this is truly about trying to make sure he's happy with the process of his treatment. And if he's not happy with the process of his treatment, then I'm not happy, and nobody else is happy with it. And to stay a bit close with the progress, we're hopefully going to have to make it a bit rolling up. It's been quite a long time staying here, man. It's truly boring here. I mean, you could see. I mean, I'm just stuck into this hospital. I'm in quarantine for how many more days? And people talk about it. I don't feel I don't feel comfortable with even questioning the current condition of the ummah, the current condition of the people around here. There has been so far 5 cases of coronavirus that has been reported downstairs. I'm actually on upper ground. I don't know why do I mention downstairs, meaning that it's an LG. It's completely blocked, basically. It's a completely blocked, sealed curfew place. Nobody's allowed to get in unless with a, you know what. So thank you so much for listening to this video. I hope, you know, just look into my eyes and tell me what it is. Right? It is what it is. See you later.